introduction part, because when you go live it sometimes starts capturing a few seconds into it. Anyway, I'm going to try and keep this video as brief as possible so that it can get straight into helping people. Before I go any further, I'm going through the fat guy era. So those who are shocked that some of us can get to this weight, it happens. It comes with age. The main reason for this video is to help with tips on how to tie this. It's called LIHIYA. This is called LIHIYA, or when they are not sitting EMAHIYA in Swati. I'm going to help on how to tie this, but just to go through a few points. With the LIHIYA, normally there are prints on it, so you must be careful not to, for instance, this one is a crown, not to have it upside down. So it's something which you need to check first before you start tying. Also, there's the inside and outside part of it. So you look at the hemline. If it's got a hemline, this is the inside and this is the outside part. So those are the first things which you need to first be on the lookout for. And then normally I use a mirror, so I'm going to use the screen. So if I don't look here, I'm going to be looking on the screen to tie it. First things first, you want to try and center. Fortunately, there's this part with some of the prints which helps you to center. So if it's centered here, and then the print is going to be centered nicely, and you hold it like that. And if you see, as you can see, when I hold it like that, it's no longer the same length. So it's going to help for us to tie on the side. So immediately once I've centered it like that, it's going to be trial and error to tie the knot, but I normally then take this piece and bring it on top like that. So let's start again. First things first, make sure the print is not upside down. Make sure that it's on it's inside out. Wait, the inside is inside and the outside is outside, right? And then you try and center it. So let's try and center it. This one has got a center notch, so I'm using also my the neck piece. So and then I take this other top part, this other part, I bring it here on top. Wait, it takes a while, you cannot rush. Also, what I do once I tie the knot, after coming back so that I can use it again, I don't undo the knot because now it's measured to my body size. So this is how the back is going to look like. You try. Oh my god. That's the point of doing a live. By the way, I'm recording this live, so it's going to be uploaded later. So once it has been tied, don't worry about this line. You're going to fix it once you tie. So what we are worried about is the center, and now trying to position where I'm going to tie. Normally there's this trend now of having it off the shoulder. You can do it once you've tightened the knot, but for now let's try and focus on tying the knot. The trick is to hold it, grab a small piece like that. It's all about estimation, trial and error, like I did say. And then once you've got the piece like that, you see how tiny I've held it, and then I'm going to try and tie. So as I tie, I'm going to not tighten it, just to check if it's going to be positioned. Oh, by the way, once I'm done tying, I then normally pull a bit. Okay, it's doing now. There we go. There's the knot, and then I'm checking how far it is. So you see, after I do this, my center has shifted a bit, so which means I have to bring it from this end to that end. This is the top part. The top part is normally not that much affected, but also maybe I might have to bring it just to that point, from here to that point. Good thing I haven't tightened the knot. Another trick which I normally do, excuse me, so that the knot is not too small, it's not too big, I mean, because the smaller the knot, the beautiful it looks. The bigger the knot, it shows that you're not used to tying the traditional knots. So what I normally do is also I then use water to soften the fabric where I'm going to tie. So I think this is going to be best. So it's trial and error basically. And then once I've got it to that end, I think this is going to be perfect. What you think? There we go. I wish there was music playing on the background. I think this is more or less like it, because when I tighten it, it's then going to go on the off shoulder. But now to reduce the knot, because the trick for it is the knot, it's not supposed to be up high there. It's not supposed to be somewhere at the center. It's supposed to be here by the, what position is this? Just maybe directly across from the armpit, just on the chest, but not on top of the shoulder, not towards the neck, not here, not there, but on the side here. No, this one is moved. I was trying to fix the center, but it's a trial and error. Like I said, you cannot do this rushing. You need some time. So it's like you're preparing. If you're going to a wedding, you need time to get ready. This is where the knot was before. I've moved it now to here, and I'm still maintaining this part. Let's see if it's going to work out. I'm worried about the center. I want the center to be at the center. Sometimes you can just do it and rush through, but if you want to get it the proper Swati way, those who know the traditional regalia or who are used to it, they can see that this one is not used to it, or this one didn't get someone to help them put it on. There's that thinking and mentality which goes through, but it's part of the culture, I think, and part of the way Eswatini take pride in their traditional regalia. So I think this is a perfect knot. So I'm going to tie it here. Now I've positioned where I'm going to tie it. It's going to be at the center, and it's slightly off the shoulder. Off the shoulder, it's a trend. Some like to pull up their pants up to their stomach. Some like to sag their pants below the butt. Some like to put their pants where they're normally supposed to be at. Normally, it's supposed to look like that, but then you can give it that slight, I don't know what to call it. Anyway, now that I've identified where I'm going to tie my tiny knot, I'm undoing, and then I'm going to dip it in water. I'm going to wet it a bit, so that my knot is very tiny. But if you can't get it too tiny, it's fine, as long as it's not big and bulgy. That's the aim. So my movies are showing. So now I am tying the knot because I've found the perfect position. This is the top part, this is the bottom part. See how now the small piece which is left from the top part. I hope this is clear and the sound is I hope it's clear, because this is just recorded live and I'll only be able to review it once it is uploaded, and I'll post it later if the audio is audible. I'm pulling now. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to make it smaller and smaller, and then I'm pulling. Sometimes when I'm pulling, it gets undone, but I don't give up. Look how small that knot is now. And then others, they then tuck in this small piece somehow. We call them lababutsekile. Those who are used to doing this from the traditional what do they call them, warrior places, I think actually anyway, this is going to be good enough. And then if you are a lady, you can then take these two pieces and then you put a brooch to hold it tight. But guys are not allowed to, well, it's not normal for guys to wear jewelry like brooches on the side. Anyway, so this is my LIHIYA. Okay, it's towards the armpit, and there we go. There's my knot. Okay, it's the armpit, but I think I made it a little bit too back. I can get away with it because it's on the side, as long as it's not here or here. So I'm looking at the screen, that's why I'm not looking at the camera. As long as it's not here or even there, the side, like that. This is for sagging. I think I did it perfectly for sagging. But for those who want to do it normally, you can tie it where I tied it before, and then when you tighten it, it's going to be right on the spot. Or should we do it? No. So let's keep the video short like that. So this is mine. I think this one, I leave it like this. I like it. Others then sag it too much. I don't like sagging it like that. It feels like when you've got a slit, now the slit is up and showing your belly as well, instead of a slit being the normal slit length. Anyway, so this is how you tie the Swati here. It's trial and error until you get it. And then what I wanted to also add is that there's this bottom part. It's called sitvash. It comes, you have to go and get it cut to your waist size and just a little bit longer so that you can be able to tie on the side. Also, there's this other part. This is our traditional hemming. We call it kupota, and they normally do it with with water, and they lay it on a grass metal trans and in the sun so that it self irons, and it then stays like this. So I got mine did before I left Swaziland. So they're like this. We call it kupota. It's the traditional hemming because you see the raw end, but after kupota where they do this folding, it then becomes a traditional hem. And then just another intel, if you wear more of these, we call it gunota. It's just adding sophistication to the traditional regalia. They need to be the same size. Okay, this one is not potted, it was laundered, and then it looks like this if it's not potted. So I'll have to try and pot it all the way here in Taiwan, because it was laundered before it came here. I think this one is potted. So the more you layer these ditvashi, it's more giving it more elegance or more sophistication. I normally say it's like when you are wearing your suit and then you add cufflinks, or you wearing your tie and you wear that tie pin. You know, anyone can wear a proper suit normally, but then there are those small finer touches which add just a bit of elegance or class to that attire. So in our traditional attire, the more you wear them, you layer them, the other one comes inside. So it depends which one you match. Normally I have them and I wear them all together. Depending on the color of LIHIYA, I'm going to interchange them, and they need to align on the side, by the way. And then there's another part which I wanted to feature. This is the armband. I don't know what it's called in Siswati, I've forgotten, but normally this is the side where you wear. Also in the olden days they used to wear the tail furry part, I think, but now also to add a bit of elegance to it, this is what they use to hold shirts, right? If you've got a long shirt and you don't want it to show on your suit, you pull it up and you use this. So I normally do it this way. Others, they fold it, I don't know, they fold it nicely like a normal fold, and then they make it hang like that. There are different ways of doing it, but I like doing it this way. So this is one piece of cloth. It's a chiffon. A friend of mine gave it to me. Maria, thank you so much. I think we were in the States when she gave this. I normally do it this way, and voila. But then if you've got, maybe others might want to zhuzh it up with what do they call this, a bandana. So with that, I would maybe fold it in half, and then again I hold it in the middle, and then here on the side. This is my style of doing it. Others, they fold it and they do all these funny fancy folds. For me, this works perfectly, and I love this look. What else did I want to say? Oh, which side? For guys and girls who are not married, we all tie the LIHIYA this side, and then for gentlemen, the sitvashi is also tied on the right side. It opens on the right side. For ladies, both for girls, they tie it which side? The first one opens up this side, and then they bring another one on top. It opens this side. So they tie it, what to say, back to back, but ayapambana for girls. But then this lihiya for girls, it's this side. If they are married, then it's going to be this side, and then this side is going to come, that we call it imboti, the goat, that that fur part. It's normally this side. And then if you're a girl and you've got a child, but haven't been hlawuleted for, or you don't have the goat part, I think others just wear it as it is. But there's a point where they now put this one, they ayapambana. But anyway, this video was about tying the knot. Let me not confuse you. So I hope that note helped, and the other bits and pieces I was just adding there, so that just in case you came through here looking for that part of it, this is how I do my traditional regalia, and trying to keep up with how it's done. And I hope it's been helpful. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If there are any questions or clarity, maybe I can make another video. This has been a long awaited request, I think from last year. They're like, because I normally like wearing my traditional regalia here in Taiwan. I'm going to assess the situation and see how free Taipei is, and yeah, I'm not going to bombard them with the pressure of having to try and keep up with my traditional regalia, but I'll see where is it decent, where is it appropriate, and stuff like that. But it looks like a free town. So that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Hopefully someone is going to need it. This is Milano, both on Facebook, not both, on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Milano, MEELARNO. That's it. Nintanda. Ure.